Hey, you're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. My name is Ann, and this is The Avenue's Mile of Music coverage. We are talking about Mile of Music number 10 with a couple of Mile of Music alumni, Fox Royale.
Hello.
Hello.
We have Nate and Caleb, the brothers who it's fair to say you front the band, correct?
Yeah. It's our band.
It is your band.
We are running the show now.
It's a passion project.
We used to be the guys who didn't really do anything except the show part, and now we're in charge of the details too. So we reply to emails now.
Well, we're glad to have you back. I know we were just chatting about your first Mile of Music, which was 2021.
Yes.
And you were here for just a whirlwind in and out.
Yep.
3 sets in one day. And thank goodness I happened to catch you, because you were just one of those bands that immediately it's like, hey, those guys, they're cool.
Thank you.
It was really good. And you've been coming back ever since.
Yeah, this is our favorite thing to do every year. So our whole year is kind of a round mile. That's kind of how we think of it. So
Yeah, we got booked in 2021 2 days before the festival.
yeah, somebody canceled. We got offered 5 slots, and we were like, we can only do 3, and they put them all in Thursday so that we could get back for a wedding.
Yeah.
So
We had a bass player who was the best man at a wedding. He said, I have to be back by Friday night. So we played 3 sets, wrapped at Fox River House at like 10 p.m. and drove overnight straight back.
Well, thanks for being crazy enough to do that.
Gotta get your
dream.
Gotta get your foot in the door.
It was-
And now the world is different, a different place. Mile
It
of
is.
Music wouldn't be the same without you. And what has Mile meant to your career?
We have a better fan base in Wisconsin than anywhere in the world, so that's cool. Kind of sucks to go home sometimes, but I think we've been in Wisconsin for like 2 weeks now. We played in West Salem, Wisconsin at a house show. We played Madison, Oshkosh. What else have we done? We've been at a lake house rehearsing up in Wisconsin, and we were back. I think we're probably up here like 5-6 times a year, and our biggest supporters, like we have an unofficial manager now that's right here in Appleton, and he was just a volunteer at Mile last year at Houdini Plaza, and he carried our merch for us to one show, and he was like, I'm just working this one shift, and we hit it off with him, and then he was like, I'll just go to every set and run your merch all weekend. And then he hosted us at his lake house and filmed like a documentary of us this weekend, and yeah, he's like really changed the game. So it's weird, the people you meet up here, they really support music, and if they like you, they're ride or die. So
Wow. Well,
yeah.
That's a cool story. Talk about where is home?
Home is Joplin, Missouri. Yeah, we share that with a different Mile of Music band, Me Like Bees.
I was going to say, a big name at Mile of Music, Me Like Bees, making their triumphant return after a couple
Finally,
of...
yeah, they told us to come
couple
up
of
here,
years
then
off.
they just didn't come up whenever we did.
We
Yeah.
used to watch their Instagram stories before we ever got booked for Mile of Music.
So-
and we'd be like,
What is Mile?
that? Like, what is this festival they're playing?
So they were somebody you knew? I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know them from back home?
See them all the time.
Yep.
It's a tiny town. We
And,
hang out in the same coffee shops.
So now you're both at the festival,
Yeah.
probably for the first time. You'll
Yes.
both be here.
First time in Wisconsin at the same time. Yeah.
All right.
It's been really crazy that we've known them. I think I've known them like since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, and their bass player, Jake, and I went to college together, and his rap solo project that he does, we played shows with him, and then he joined Me Like Bees, and then they told us to go to Wisconsin. So
Well, and you were saying you have a very special time slot at this Mile of Music.
we are
do.
very blessed. Yeah.
Emmett's, what time do you know?
I think we played 8:50.
8:50 on Saturday night, right before Me Like Bees plays the same stage.
which is their first set at Mile this year.
What else do you guys got cooking? New music?
got it.
Clearly you're going to be on the road for another couple of months or...
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got an EP coming out finally. All we've done is singles for 3 years since we started the band, and we've got a 5-song project coming out in October. I think October 10th, but we haven't announced that anywhere yet, so I guess we just did.
You heard it
but-
here first.
Yeah, exactly.
Appleton.
And we're gonna press that to vinyl as well, and that'll be our first vinyl release. So I'm really excited to have a 5-song project out. It's gonna like double our catalog. So, and yeah, we're on the road, and we're just gonna keep putting out music and campaigning, trying to get on the rock boat. That's a big goal this year.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is a good place to,
A lot of rock voters.
zhuzh up the fan base to vote for you. What
True.
were you guys were in Los Angeles recently? What was going on there? Did I see that right?
Yeah. We were out there. We played a house party and got to meet some cool bands. Got to meet American authors, which was a really big like bucket list for us. And then we played a show with some of our indie friends, and then we just wrote a bunch of songs. So it was fun.
There's a cool band called Juniper Park. Ian, if you're listening, you should book them next year.
Yeah, and you should book Instant Crush next year too.
Yeah,
We basically
me too.
told every
Yeah.
friend band about Mile of Music. Every band we played was like, "You got to go." And they're like, "Is it really like that good of it, like to make that drive?" And we're like, "Yeah, you should go." And then we have bands that are visiting us this week from Chicago. I was like, "Hey, just come up and hang out, and we'll try to introduce you to the people that you need to know." So we're trying to just like usher in all the like kind of like Me Like Bees did for us. We're just like anybody that like is hustling in the music industry that we like, we're just like, you should come hang out, like, so we're trying to get all our friends to play Mile at some point.
Well, that's the magic of what happens here is a lot of collaboration, a lot of camaraderie, and just helping each other out.
Yep.
Kind of like the world should operate.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? What if
Yeah.
everywhere was like Appleton?
They are Fox Royale. They're at Mile of Music Festival. Consult the app or the printed program. You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. And keep it tuned right here. There's more Mile of Music coverage coming up.